Good afternoon, friends. Happy January the 1st. Happy New Year to everybody. Hope that everyone's doing well. Hope you've had a wonderful New Year and hopefully you're not hungover. Um, I've never been hungover, so I don't know how that feels, but I've watched people being hungover and I know it's not a pleasant experience. So I hope that everybody's doing well. We are here today with the wonderful and fantastic Angela Cardamancy Mesquite.
Hi.
To do what I am calling looking ahead reading. So just a sneak peek into 2023. So if you have a question, throw it up in the chat. We'll do our best to get you answered. I did just put a video up at 1 o'clock today, going through some of the highlights and challenges and what's coming up next for me and the channel. And it was a really awesome reading. So I encourage everyone to check it out. What's going on for you? How was your New Year's?
It was a. It's hard to describe. I was downtrodden politely.
Oh, my friend.
Everybody had their AKs and their ARs out celebrating. And the neighbor across the street did a full professional fireworks display right over my house.
Nice. Gotta love it.
Mm.
Got to love it. No, it's not going to be 4 hours today, Lise. I am super tired. So let's say hi to everyone in the chat. G. Covington is here. Pierrette White is in the house. Jan's Free is here. Cheryl is here. Ron Unconditional Love. Good afternoon, everybody. Did I say Jan's Free? Yes, I did. Lisa's in the house. We thank you for being here. Thank you for hanging out with us. If you would like a look ahead reading for 2023, please do pop your question into the chat. This is my friend Cardamancy Mesquite. I'm going to stick her link into the chat. Please make sure that you show her some love by subscribing to her channel if you're not already familiar with who she is. She's a good friend of mine and an amazing reader with, I don't know, 40, 50 years experience under your belt, something crazy like that?
Yeah, it's over 50 years now.
Basically, if you can read it, she can do it, is where I was going with that. So happy New Year to everyone. Thank you for being here. Let's toss some cards, my friend. What do you think? You want to do it?
Yep.
All right. So our first question is from G. Covington. She would like a mini reading for 2023. So basically, the question that we're asking is, I mean, if you guys want a specific thing, go ahead and ask that. But the question is, what's ahead for G. Covington? I'm going to use my kitty cat tarot. Somehow seems appropriate. Hi, Cosmic Blue. Hi, Vivian. Happy New Year, everybody.
Okay. She wants a love reading, so I'm going to go for the Mythology Manifestation deck and see if he's going to come up with something.
Kitty cats are all about love. Unconditional love, that is.
Oh, wow. Yeah, this reading's going to be more about how she's going to come up with it.
Nice.
So I've got the moon in Aries, which is go for it. The full moon in Sagittarius, which is see bigger picture. And the new moon in Leo, shine. Be your best self. And be yourself. That's how you're going to come up with that love in 2023.
I love that.
I thought it came out pretty good myself.
Wow. This is a beautiful reading, G. Covington. So we've got the Queen of Swords showing up here. I'm going to just There we go. So we've got the Queen of Swords showing up, right? The Queen of Swords sits sort of on her perch and looks out around everything. You know, she's analyzing things. She's plotting and trying to be very strategic, right? We have the World coming out. The World is the completion of the tarot. So this is achievement. This is celebration. This is joy. This is blessings. It's wholeness. It's oneness. You have completed a cycle, getting ready to step forward into a new cycle, which could be the love cycle. We have the Seven of Swords showing up in the possible outcome. So the Seven of Swords can be a challenge. It can be being overly cautious, looking over your shoulder. I don't think that this is about betrayal. I think that this is about breaking down barriers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Getting outside of your comfort zone. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Cups. So the Six of Cups is nostalgia, it's memories. So maybe someone from the past is coming back. Maybe you're thinking about family. I pulled an oracle card, and I think this is so cute because we've got the reflection, which is getting out of your box. And I think that that mimics the cards that we have here. So once you step outside of your comfort zone and allow yourself to be more open to the possibility, that's when those opportunities will present themselves to you, where you will have the occasion to meet someone that you know you're attracted to, or that you're connected to, or that you're drawn to. So I think it's very positive. I don't think it's going to happen right away, but I think you're well on your way towards it. So I hope that resonates. Yay, that's a lovely reading. I love that. What is Ron saying? Getting rest today after over 4-hour live pop-up reading last night. Was not expecting to be on so long. Yeah, right, Ron. No. Okay. It was a long time. It was a long time. But it was good, and I enjoyed it. And it was fabulous to have so many people there with us. So Cheryl would like a mini reading. So what's ahead for Cheryl in 2023? G. Covington says, all right, all right, all right. That's the best Matthew McConaughey I can do. Coming up for Cheryl in 2023. So don't forget, friends, to hit the thumbs up, like, share, subscribe. Make sure that you hit the bell notification. Lots of good things going on here this week at Dozen Cats. Lots of good things happening in the month of January.
Mm-hmm.
We have Ivana coming tomorrow to do some horoscopes for the month of January. Well, not some horoscopes, going through the zodiacs horoscopes for January. We have Adrian from Red Lentil Healing joining us on Wednesday to do interrogation. That's all things discussion about tarot. On Thursday, we have Anna Banana joining me for some full moon readings. And on Friday, we have Ron Unconditional Love joining for Thanks Spirit It's Friday. And then on Saturday, a road trip to my sister's for Christmas. So lots of exciting things going on. You can go if you want, hon.
Okay. I've got open your mind. You need to learn by teaching, teach by experience, believe what's right in front of you, and light and energy are coming to you this year.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. And I'm breaking my rule. Sorry. The reading, I require it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when we do these kind of things, we want to get as many questions answered as we can. And we, I'll say backstage, no more than 3 or 4 cards. Okay. Yeah. Okay, great.
And then she throws 45.
And well, everyone knows me and they know I can't just, when the story's not complete, the story's not complete.
Yep.
Okay. I think I've got it now. So, Cheryl, my friend, we start out with, in this deck, it's called the Ego card. In the Rider-Waite deck, this would be the Devil card. Okay. This is not like, don't freak out when it's the Devil card. This is about dependency, perhaps a toxic relationship. It could be about a behavioral pattern, right? This is the energy coming in from the past. That means to me that possibly in the past, you might have had a difficult relationship or a difficult working situation. A difficult sort of behavioral pattern that you had to sort of break free from, but you still sort of carry the remnants of that with you, right? But you've been working on it. We have the 6 of Air coming up. Currently, this is moving from a really difficult situation into a more safe harbor, right? So this is about hope. This is about relief. It's about moving forward, right? Getting past something. So you're literally releasing things, which is beautiful. In the final outcome position, we have the 9 of Cups, the 9 of Wishes here. This is all of your manifested dreams coming true. This is blessings. It's happiness. It's joy. So you are definitely moving in the right direction. Right now, on the bottom of the deck, we've got the Hermit card. Okay, so the Hermit card is that moment when we get inside of ourselves. You may feel like you're removing yourself from your friends or your family, taking a moment to go within, trying to figure it out. Where am I going? What's my path? What's my direction? Those kinds of questions you may be asking yourself. You may even be looking to have a mentor of some kind, like a teacher or like a therapist or somebody that's supportive to you while you're sort of navigating this situation. What I think is really interesting is I pulled this card here, and we've got Taking Shelter, and it just reminded me very much of the Hermit card because it's the lantern. The lantern is the light, right? It's the light. It's like your own personal North Star. It guides the path ahead and lets you know that you're on the right track, on the right course, right? It is like your wisdom, if you will. And so taking shelter, the answers are within. So that's confirming that this moment in time where you're getting quiet and asking yourself those really important questions, this is happening right now, and this is wonderful for you. The last oracle card that I pulled was this card here of submissive. And this ties for me to the Devil card or the Ego card. If you have had issues in the past with your self-worth or your self-esteem or not thinking that you are worthy or good enough, if you have a tendency to allow yourself to be treated less than, that is something that I believe that you're in the process of working on right now. And that's what this Hermit moment is about, is to allow you to find the courage that we all have within us, right? Your inner strength, your inner power, come out. And, you want to be the jaguar or the tiger in this case, right? So be a lion and roar. That's what I want to say. So keep working on it. You're making excellent progress. And don't forget that you end up here with all of your manifested wishes coming true, which is marvelous. It's a beautiful reading. I thank you for the question. Yay. Hi, Andrea. Happy New Year. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Emerald Buddha. Happy New Year to everybody. Thank you for being here. All right. Miss Pierrette White is on board. She would like to know what 2023 looks like.
Okay.
Oh, That's so sweet, Andrea. She says, my landlord and his sweet little girls are blowing bubbles in the backyard. It's funny how little it takes to change the world. I love that.
Yep.
Oh, thank you, Lise. Hi, Anna Banana. Happy New Year. Awesome. Thank you, Cheryl. We appreciate that. All right, Miss Pierrette White, what does 2023 look like for you? Got all my tarot cards out today, friends. Oh, thank you, G. Covington. It's still, you know, when you go to the hairdresser and you get your hair cut and it's like just almost like too short for you.
Mhm.
I'm at that stage right now, but I'm playing with it. I'm working on it. Friends, honestly, I could have made a whole new cat with the hair that was chopped off. It was amazing.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, it was like this much.
Mm-hmm.
That's no joke. I mean, you can tell here. You might not be able to tell this way, but this is how you can tell. Okay. Okay. I don't have a ponytail. I mean, it's to here. My ponytail was halfway down my back.
Yep.
Okay. Thank you, Lise. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Oh, I like this.
What's that?
I like this.
Go for
This
it.
is a good year.
Don't keep it to yourself. Let us all know what it is.
Release your blocks. Trust that all will be well, and be proud of yourself. It's going to be a good year. You're going to do very well for yourself this year. I like that. That's lovely.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Debbie, absolutely, we can do that for you. Can you just be kind enough to give us your mom's first name only? Hi, Teresa. And Teresa. We have double Teresas. It's like the
All
double.
right.
Hi, Rose. Okay, so Pierrette, this is what I've got for you, love. We start out with this strength card. My favorite card in the deck. You know, this is your inner courage. This is your personal power, right? We have the Six of Cups coming out next, and you know, this is a time of year when we all are thinking about the past, right? Thinking about family traditions and things that we used to do, missing the people that aren't with us anymore. Perhaps you were just with friends and family that you hadn't seen in a while because of, you know, many different reasons that we've all been facing over the last while. But it's that nostalgic kind of feeling, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes when the Six of Cups comes out, and I'm sort of feeling this, there is that thought process of where I thought I was going to be versus where I ended up.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not like a bad thought process, but when we start to think about goals and intentions and what we want to improve or what we need to change or what we want to work on in terms of ourselves for the new year, sometimes that thought pattern sort of shows itself to us, right?
Mm-hmm.
We have the Three of Swords showing up here in the outcome. So this is sorrow. This is heartbreak. It is also forgiveness. So if there is something that you are trying to release, because this is really getting in touch with your shadow self, right? This is releasing and working on that healing that needs to happen. So if you've been working on something that you're trying to let go of, maybe something from the past, that's why that's showing up. We have the lovely Queen of Wands showing herself here on the bottom of the deck. Girl, you are in your power. You are sitting on your throne and you are loving it. You're loving it.
Yep.
I pulled an oracle card here, and I love this for you. I mean, first of all, look at how pretty that is. It reminds me of the paper snowflakes we all used to make as kids. We've got judgment. And the message reads, I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. This to me talks about exactly what I was saying in terms of this. If you're questioning where you're going or how you should have arrived at a particular point in time, this card is reminding you that you are unique. You're not to compare yourself with others. Do what makes you happy. Live your best life, because that is the point. That's what's going to bring the joy to you, right? That's what's going to keep your vibration high, is by living your best life, which means doing what makes you happy. Absolutely, Andrea. Hi, Vivian. How are you? Happy New Year, my friend. All the way from Puerto Rico, Miss Vivian is. Good to see you.
Oh.
Hope that helps, Pierrette. Oh, blessings to you, my friend. All right. Let us. So we're going to pop over here to Debbie. And these are in no particular order, by the way, friends. Debbie's mother's name is Sharon, which, okay, that's my mama's name. My mommy's name is spelled different, but it's still Sharon. All right, so we're going to use these guys here. A reading for your mom, Sharon. Let's just ask how 2023 is going to be for your mom. Can't get my cards off the table. It's a small problem, nothing serious. I'm having trouble working my digits, friends.
This looks like she's got the world by the tail. She literally got the world.
Beautiful.
There's a few secrets that she will come to light. She's got the Ace of Pentacles, which is, money. And she got Judgment, which when I pulled that card, I got discernment. Like she's got to, pay attention to what's going on and make her decisions accordingly. And then she got the Wheel of Fortune. So it sounds like she's got the world by the tail this year.
Yep. I'm not ready. Sorry. Talk about yourselves. Sorry. I am liking this so far. I'm trying to decide which one. This one. I got all my favorite colors and my favorite decks out because I'm so OCD about my decks. I don't know how many people know this, but I have to color coordinate all my cards. I don't even know where that comes from, friends, but I do. Okay.
Well, I only got 13 decks out myself, so.
I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's why I need this one. All right. So for your mom, Debbie, we start out with the Knight of Water. So the Knight of Water is someone who wears their heart on their sleeve, someone that is very sensitive, someone that might be able to or have occasion to get hurt easily. Someone who is really in touch with their emotions, but to others it looks like they may be emotional, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think that when you picked up on the secrets, I'm not getting secrets, but there's something.
Mm-hmm.
Something might have been troubling your mom, or something may have, she may be dealing with something. We have the Eight of Cups showing up here. This is great sign, because this is like your mother has reached the point where she is like, you know what? This isn't working for me anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And so she's going to move forward from it. She's going to move past it, get over it, walk away from it, right? This isn't walking away from something because you can't fix it. This is literally walking away because you're in search of something different, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're looking for fulfillment. And so that's important to remember that distinction, I think. In the possible outcome, we have the Ten of Earth. This is the happy home card.
Wow, nice.
Right? It's beautiful. I mean, solid foundation,
Mm-hmm.
prosperity, feeling secure. You've got all your family around you, and you are living your best life. On the bottom of the deck, we've got the renewal card, so the judgment card in the traditional tarot. And this is about self-reflection. This is about self-evaluation. This is about rebirth, right? It's about getting in touch with what's going on inside and gaining like new understanding, right? Like, it's not quite an aha moment, but it's like, you guys remember that old commercial about the V8? Oh, I could have had a V8. It's kind of like one of those moments. I pulled this oracle card here. We've got curiosity, which is worth the risk. So this is stepping outside of the norm, right? Stepping outside your comfort zone. So with these two cards, with the emotions and the walking away, she's definitely stepping outside of her comfort zone, going towards something different. And I also got the sloth, which is digital detox. So recalibrate, reset, and recharge. So right now, self-care time is really important to help her gain mental clarity as she forges forward with this new path that she's going to be on. So I think that that's lovely.
Yeah.
So I hope that resonates. Hope that makes sense. Andrea says, Kelly, color coordination helps with organizing information in the brain. I have used colored pens and files for organizing. It's a strategy teachers teach kids to use if it's helpful to the kiddos. Well, see, now I never knew that. Thank you, Andrea, for sharing. I want to say that I've done that my entire life. So I will say, like, organization helps me with my anxiety. Routine is everything. Like, if I am organized, like I put my keys in the same place, to help me get ready in the morning, that kind of idea. My purse always went in the same spot. You know what I mean? And if I get thrown off my routine, I'm a hot mess. Just saying. We can try G. Covington. So Debbie says, thank you so much. Cosmic Blue says, I feel a major change coming. I'm curious what is coming first to focus on. If there's something I need to plan or focus on, you both are wonderful. Oh, thank you. Pop you in there. All right, moving right along. We have Miss Andrea.
All right.
Says, could I please get a quickie read on upcoming surgery this week? A lot of weirdness with retrograde stuff. Well, it wouldn't hurt to give our good friend Andrea a code word to help her as she prepares for surgery. So if you are in the chat and you know what the code word is, please do send a code word up through the chat for our good friend Andrea. It's funny that you mentioned that, Andrea, because I was telling Angela that I've been on this kick lately of watching the Super Nanny on YouTube, the full episodes. They're from years ago, but it's extraordinary. If you just take the time to look at a teaching technique and the way that you apply it, can absolutely make a world of difference in an outcome. Thank you, Ron. So the code word is hugs in capital letters, in case you don't know what the code word is. Andrea says, I have the coder ring, just not the word. Oh, Andrea, what would we do without you, my friend? Whoops. All right, this one wants to come out. Hey, say it in your head. She's like, how do I use the word? Yell it out in surgery if you need to. If you need to, why the heck not?
Exactly.
Say it to yourself. Say it to yourself, my friend. What you got, my friend? Do you want to go or do you want me to? What?
You go.
No, you go. No, you go.
No, you go.
No, you do it. I don't want to do it. Okay, so we start out with the Seven of Swords. So sometimes the Seven of Swords is about deceit or betrayal. Sometimes it's about being cautious, looking behind you, looking over your shoulder. And so if this is, if you've been dealing with a medical diagnosis, maybe it didn't come in a timely fashion. Maybe you were having to sort of insist that the doctors, keep looking, or maybe it was the opposite, and that is that you were denying yourself the reality of the situation. We have the Six of Wands coming up next, which is victory and success, which let's send up prayers that Kelly is accurate in this and saying that the surgery is going to be successful. We have the Six of Swords showing up next. This is moving away from sort of like choppy waters to a safer, quieter, calmer, more serene shore. So this surgery, although it's going to take some time, I believe, is going to allow you to, breathe a little easier, right? Once you recover fully. The last card that I've got in the outcome position is the Knight of Wands. This is going to allow you to let your hair down and go to the beat of your own drum, which everyone knows that you already do. You're going to be a little more free, a little more spontaneous. Get your spark back once you sort of get past this situation. On the bottom of the deck, we've got the Knight of Pentacles. This is literally going after your dreams. This is going after it and making things happen. So that's the mode that you're in right now, right? You're going to go, you're going to get this surgery done, and you're going to get on with it. So then I pulled an oracle card, and only you know if this resonates. We've got phase entanglement, emotional imbalance. So, or emotional influence. I don't know if people are trying to tell you to do stuff that you're not willing to do, if you're not listening, if you're not hearing it in the context and how it's being presented to yourself. If you're having some issues, maybe with the doctors or maybe with family, just try to be patient and understanding. And I want to say, like, count to 10 or 100, whatever is necessary before you react. So be proactive, not reactive when you may be faced in this situation. Because I think it may be a situation where, you're not well and people are like, no, like, I'll do this. And no, you sit down and like, do you need anything? And like, you're like, oh my God, be quiet. You know what I mean? It might be that kind of a situation. That's kind of what I'm feeling for you. But know that it's coming from a place of love and care. That's what I've got.
Okay, I used Diana's deck, and I got weigh your options. You'll see what you need to see. The light will be shown on it. You got a little bit of rough water, but you got the intelligence of the crow, and you're Wonder Woman. You've got this. You've literally got this, Andrea. You may have a little bit of navigating to do with the weighing your options and the rough water. And that's kind of literal today, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
But a light's going to be shined on the whole situation. So you're going to be all right.
I love that. Andrea says, I think I need to not listen to astrology right now.
Yeah.
Right. All right. G. Covington would like a career reading for 2023.
Okay.
Excuse me. So we have Cosmic Blue, Avian, and Rose Blue after that G. Covington. Hopefully I haven't forgotten anyone. If I did forget you, it wasn't intentional. It's difficult to shuffle, read, star, and read all at the same time and talk when you've only had 4 hours sleep, especially when you've only had 4 hours sleep.
At least you're moderately coherent considering.
Oh, thank you, Grace. Welcome to Dozen Cats. That's so kind of you. Grace popped into Ron's chat last night, and she was our last reading of the evening. That's very kind of you. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Happy New Year, my friend. All right, so here we go. G. Covington, a career reading. Oh, yeah. Gotta like it when they fly.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful cards. Hi, Ivana. Happy New Year, my friend. Oh. Well, I mean, hello. Hello. I'm going to go with the kitty cat. Has nothing to do with the career, but why not?
Yep.
If you're ready, you can go. Or
Okay. I got things are growing. You're growing. You've got fun coming. Let your light shine. You're going to be the flamingo. Everybody's going to notice you. Something's going to go by the wayside. You got something, you're letting go of. But you're headed up the ladder.
Mm-hmm.
So just keep going. You got it.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
This is an outstanding reading for your career, and I love it. We start off with the Four of Wands. This is a celebration. This is community. It's family. It's a milestone. It can even be a marriage proposal. This is about knowing who your people are and surrounding yourself in their support. We have the Star card coming out next. This is fulfilling your expectations. This is faith, believing in things, believing in yourself. It's about like a new understanding, right?
Mm-hmm.
We have the Two of Cups next. This is about blending energies. This is about choices. It's about partnerships. It can even be about contracts. We have the Knight of Swords coming up next. This is using all of the tools that you have at your disposal to go after what you want in a very strategic and sort of planned way, right? So in terms of your career, I honestly feel, and I'm not just saying this, anything that you want to do, anything you choose, any application you put in, you put your mind to it, you're getting it. Like, that's how that feels, which is absolutely amazing. And if I had to pinpoint something that you should focus on, if you're not, I would say something either in communication or something creative. Because you got a little bit in both of the in some of these cards. The last card that I pulled, picking up on the fun factor that Angela pulled up, we look at this. Look at the cat. I mean, hello, how cute is that? And can I just say, I would give anything if someone could dress my Austin up like that. He would hate me, but it would be such a photo op. Moving on, we have indulgence, permission to pamper. So, in other words, it's okay if you decide that you need to come first. So, if you have been working your whole life just to get a job, just to pay the bills, if you decide in this moment that you want to switch careers or switch positions or switch occupations because it's just not doing something for you, it's not making you happy, this to me is saying that it's okay if you now choose you, right? Choose an occupation that does it for you, that makes you happy. Because if you got to go there every day, shouldn't you enjoy it? If you have the option to do that. So that's what I got for you, G. Covington. I think that's awesome. Hello, everyone that's popping in the chat. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let me go back. Okay. All right. So blah, 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 blah. All right. So Grace. Hi, Lizzie. Happy New Year. I've got your question. Hi, Denise. Got your question. Thank you. Happy New Year, everybody. E. Covington says spot on. Awesome. Thank you. Appreciate that. Hi, Emerald Buddha. Happy New Year. All right. Cosmic Blue is up next. She says, I feel a major change coming. I am curious what is coming first to focus on. Is there something I need to plan or focus on? You both are wonderful. Well, thank you very kindly. Yes, I do, Lise. You're up next, love. It was just the way that I pinned them. Sorry about that. All right. So what is coming up for her to focus on? Thank you, everyone, for being here. Happy New Year to everybody. Just a quick shameless plug. Tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, I'm back with Ivana Intuitive to do the zodiacs for the month of January. Coming up on Wednesday, Interrogation with Adrian from Red Lentil Healing. That's a discussion about all things tarot. On Thursday, we have Anna Banana joining for our full moon readings. On Friday, we have Thanks Spirit It's Friday with Ron Unconditional Love. I do personal readings. If you want a personal reading, it's done by donation. So anything that you can afford, because I don't want anyone to feel like they can't afford a reading. And I also have a special going on right now till January 15th for a 12-month reading. So it's an in-depth look ahead at 2023. So if you're interested in that, email me and we will set you up. And I will throw Cartomancy's link in so you can all show her some love if you're not already subscribed. Go ahead, my friend.
Okay. You've got a collaboration coming up. And it's kind of a new beginning financially. You're going to benefit from this. It'll result in you moving to calmer waters than you've had in the past year. Then we've got the lovers. You're going to get along famously with whoever you collaborate with, and you end up with the sun. So it's going to be a really good deal.
Beautiful.
So I would focus on a collaboration from this reading.
Sorry, I got to do one more card. I've got lovely cards though, so I'll tell you what they are and then I'll show them to you while I'm still shuffling here. Well, that was fast. Hi, Sylvia. Hi, Spirit Beyond the Stars. Happy New Year. So start out with the Four of Air, Cosmic Blue. This is about taking the time that we need to meditate, to get quiet, to go within, to just really check in with yourself, right? This is about like a moment of contemplation, taking a little bit of a rest, looking after yourself, self-care, all of that good stuff. She says collaboration with husband or other, question mark. It's interesting that you say that. Hold tight. Next, we have the Magician. So the Magician is an interesting card because it's about empowerment. It's about using all the tools that you have at your disposal to help you move forward, to reach your destination, right? So pictured in the card, he has all the tools of the tarot, right? The pentacles, the cups, the swords, and the wands. So it's about recognizing that you have everything that you need and using what you have to make you move forward towards whatever goal it is that you're trying to achieve. That's where you're at right now. That's sitting in your current position, which, I mean, what an awesome position to be sitting in, right? Then we have the 10 of Water. This is the happy family card. This is joy. This is blessings. This is family. It's feeling that sense of belonging and love, right? It's joy. And to me, that's like everything comes together. Now, that's interesting because that's in your challenge position. Sometimes we get a little off balance, right? When we want something so bad and we really, really focus on it, we might have a tendency to let other things slide. So just be careful that you don't sort of like, you know, put too much on one side and not keep that happy balance, right? The last card that we have in the outcome position is the Queen of Fire, Queen of Wands. I mean, look at her. She's beautiful. She is sitting on her throne, just be like, do you see my hat? Look at my hat. Look at my hat. Look at my hat. I am all that and a slice of bread, right? This is the exuberance of the Queen of Wands. So that is about shining, right? Be your best self. And on the bottom of the deck, you've got the High Priestess. So your patience is going to be needed in this quest of finding the focus. And what I want to say to you is this. We get so caught up in what direction and am I on the right path and am I going in the right way? And I want you to say to yourself, when that question comes up, if I made the wrong decision, what's the very worst case scenario? What's the worst thing that's going to happen if I chose B instead of A? What's the worst thing that's going to happen to me? And when you recognize that, well, I would just then choose A or choose C maybe. When you start to recognize that you were living in an outcome instead of enjoying the experience of the journey of trying to figure out where, I mean, you may think that you were supposed to be in this box. And when you start to look at things and use all the resources that you have, you find out that you fit in this box and in that box and in that box over here. And you know what? A little bit of the box behind you. So don't sort of limit yourself is what I want to say, right? Think outside the box. Allow yourself the space to sort of navigate that, right? And we have trust. We have trust. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. So in other words, you have all of the resources and all of the answers already. You need to trust. Trust yourself. I love that. Beautiful. All right. She says, spot on. My card is the High Priestess. So So baby first, then business. I love it. All right. Lise, may I have a love reading?
Okay.
Big love, Andrea. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you. Happy New Year. Oh, thank you, Cosmic Blue. You're very welcome. Of course, Andrea. Our pleasure. I'm answering for you, Ange, because you were shuffling.
Thank you.
Like you're a one-trick pony. You can't do two things at once.
Actually, kind of dropped into a meditation there for the moment. I do that during reading.
Literally crazy. I literally just got the exact same cards that I just got using a totally different deck.
This looks really good.
It does.
Mm-hmm.
It looks lovely. Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Go for it, Ange.
Okay, I got speak your world into being. Followed by forgive, which I think means forgive yourself and let go of a few things and then push through any insecurity. So yeah, I think it's you need to forgive yourself for whatever shortcomings you thought you had that aren't really there.
Yeah.
Or maybe in the past and long gone, just, let go of those insecurities. And that way you'll be able to shine and see whoever comes your way, see that love interest come into your life.
Right.
And I got it followed by the bear, which is step into your power. You've got this. You are fully in your power. You're the mama bear. You rule your roost. And it'll be nice and comfy, like with your little teddy bear. Maybe that's who's coming your way, is your teddy bear.
How sweet is that? Someone to wrap your arms around and someone to get cozy with. Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. I love
Sounds good to me.
That's beautiful. At least says I create as I speak.
Uh-huh.
That's lovely. I love the way you worded that. All right. So Lisa, we start out with the magician, right? Using all of the resources that you have at your disposal, manifesting your life into being. Be what you want to see, right? I want to say we have the Queen of Wands. This is the person that sits high atop her throne and just loves being who she is, right? Like, think of that song, I Am Woman, Hear Me Roar, right?
Yep.
Like you are all that and a slice of bread. We have the Ten of Pentacles coming out. This is the happy home card. This is that solid foundation that you seek, right? This is your security. This is your sort of sense of belonging. Do you know what I mean? It's that teddy bear, that feeling of got like tight arms wrapped around you. I got you, right? And that's sitting in your challenge position, which is why you're asking probably the question that you're asking. The outcome is the Six of Cups. So this may be someone that you already know, right? You may be having someone from your past come back into your life, or someone, how do I want to say this? Someone that you're not even, someone that's not on your radar, but you're on their radar, if that makes sense. Okay. On the bottom of the deck, you've got the King of Cups. I mean, my friend, when you're talking about the love card, that's it. And it's on the bottom of the deck. That's the energy for the whole reading. Okay. The King of Cups is the love guy. The love card. Yes. They found the gas pedal, friends.
Yep.
Anyway, sorry. I pulled an oracle card and I got 3. So we start out with abundance, I am a limitless being. I can manifest whatever I desire into this physical reality. So that's confirming the magician card, right? That you can manifest this situation into being. And when I say the situation, I mean like the happy home with the white picket fence kind of idea, if that makes sense, right? We've got self-esteem showing up. I love that. It looks like a Moroccan tile to me. I don't know why.
Mhm.
Sorry, friends. I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. So reminding yourself that you are worthy to have those teddy bear arms around you, right? You
Mhm.
are worthy. And the last card that fell out was look at that, relationship.
Wow, there you go.
And that message is I am attracted to those people who serve my higher good. So don't necessarily walk up to someone and ask them if they're a water sign, but King of Cups is where I'd be looking for someone that I knew in the past that was a water sign, which is a Cancer, a Scorpio, and hold please, a Cancer, a Scorpio, or a Pisces. And then report back and let us know.
Absolutely.
Vivian, I've got your question, hon. I'll start it and we will do our best to get to it. Austin is here to say Happy New Year to everybody. Hey, bud, look. Say hi, everybody. No? As soon as he realized that his whiskers were in camera shot, he was like, what? I did not sign a contract, Mummy. I'm not supposed to be on camera. He looks miserable. All right, here we go. And Rose Blue is up next. Can I have a few cards? I'm still here, delayed to Florida. Stuff I'm waiting on. Uh-oh. All right, a couple of cards for you. I'm going to do some oracle cards. Yes, of course. It could be a moon or a rising sign. Absolutely. Most people don't know. Like if they're not into astrology or horoscopes, they don't know what a moon sign is or what a rising sign is.
Mhm.
Most people barely even know what their sun sign is. Hi, Spiritual Rain. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Mama Bear. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Appreciate all of you. All right. I love that. Lisa says, that's so cool. You know, that's my theme, to get rid of that low self-esteem.
Mhm.
You're a poet and you didn't even know it. That's awesome. Good job. I am so goofy when I'm tired. I apologize, friends. I'm like, I should show up every day tired. Wait till I show you the card you just. Speaking of being goofy, oh my goodness, that's funny as heck. You can go ahead if you're ready.
Not quite yet.
Okay. Oh, all right. You want to come out? All right. Are you ready?
Go for it.
That's why I laughed.
What is that deck?
This is In My Feelings.
Oh, okay.
So you're upset, you've had it. You're ticked off. You're sort of it's sort of like a Five of Cups kind of moment, right? Like, and I don't want to say that you're crying over spilt milk, but it's that moment when you allow the upset to get the better of you, and not be able to like have the moment and then sort of counteract that moment with like, okay, what am I going to do about it? Right? You just sort of live in that, ugh, like this sucks. You know what I mean? We have the overcoming obstacles showing up here. And the bottom message says, you can overcome anything. This is that moment, and I'm not being smart when I say this. This is that moment where you need to, go outside and just be. Look up at the stars, smell a flower, close your eyes, listen to a baby giggling. You know what I mean? Just close your eyes and just breathe. And bring yourself back to a spot where you realize that you are just a speck in the universe. Wish for the most benevolent outcome and tell yourself that you are capable of handling anything. I got this. In other words, reclaim your power back. Take your power back from this situation sort of overpowering you, right? And then I will tell you to do that to the situation. Sorry. The last card I've got is, hopefully you can see this. This is Prophets and Ancient Seers. Okay. Mm-hmm. Beautiful image, is it not?
Yeah.
And the message on here is decisions and predictive guidance. So again, getting in touch with yourself and allowing yourself to reach a conclusion and then carry that conclusion out as to how you want to change the situation. In other words, how you want to move past it, how you want to handle it, how you want to move forward from it. So I hope that helps. It's all about reclaiming your power back, my friend. Hi, Mika. Happy New Year. Lee says that's better than the Rebel deck. I love it.
So I got essentially the same reading. And when I laid these cards out.
You got a card with a finger up too? That's awesome.
Almost.
I love it.
When I pulled these cards, the words that came to me were drop back 10 and punt, which is a football reference that means give it all you got and get past it. You've got the Four of Swords, which is meditation, going within, and centering yourself, grounding yourself, getting yourself ready.
Yeah.
Then you got the Seven of Wands, which means you have the higher ground. And then I got the Page of Swords, which is then you're going to go for it.
Yeah.
That is that drop back 10 and punt.
Yeah.
And then I pulled a few of Diana's cards. You're going to be climbing those stairs, climbing that ladder. It looks like it's going to be a little bit of a picnic. And you're all that and a slice of bread. You've got it.
Yeah. So what she's trying to do is she's trying to go home to Florida, She's saying that she hasn't got a ticket yet. And as frustrating as that is, and I get it, right? Like you've got plans and people are waiting for you and you're waiting to go. If you get stressed out about it, it's not going to make the tickets come any faster. So you stressing out about the ticket is only upsetting you and ruining your day. Not doing anything else to anyone else. So that whole reading was about getting control of yourself so you don't allow the upset to ruin your whole day. It's circumstances beyond your control. You can't control it. So you have to learn to let it go so it doesn't control you. And if you can do that, put your finger up at it and say, it is what it is. Like, I can't do anything about it. Right. And I'm not trying to minimize what you're going through. I'm just saying this is that moment where you can say, you know what, I can't change this. So I'm not going to allow it to like overpower me. I believe in you, Rose. You can do this. All right.
On the drop back 10 and punt side, did you think about a train or a rental car? If you can't get a flight.
That's a good option. Bus, any of those kinds of things.
Yeah.
Lots of ways to
Get things moving. Yep.
Right. Thank you. I'm like, I'll do it's like charades I'm playing or something, right? All right. Denise says, how will I do financially? Please and thank you and blessings. Of course. Rose in the chat says, I have the money, just things here I'm waiting on. Anna says, with all of the flight cancellations, it seems like Spirit is keeping you from getting frustrated. Things will work out. And Lise says, I like the train. So do I, Lise. I'd like to think that I could go on a train ride, and then I think about the fact that I would be trapped inside those small little walls, and I'm like, no. No. Someday, maybe. Like, we just got to the hairdresser. Don't like force it, Kelly. Oh my gosh, can I just tell you? So, like, the chair was pulled out right in the middle of the room, and I literally felt like I was sitting in the timeout chair. I'm in the middle of the room. Everybody look at me. Oh boy. All right, Miss Denise. What can we find out for Denise? What is going on for Denise? Well, that flew out. Oh, thank you, Denise. That's very kind.
Okay. Well, I've got the card for collaboration again. Then you've got the Knight of Pentacles, and he's just plodding along. You're going to be feeling some sort of way about something. You've got the Ten of Swords, which means you're going to feel like somebody's trying to do you in, and they're not exactly being honest. But then you've got the Knight of Wands. You've got something coming in to save the day. So when you're feeling like it's all falling apart, it's not. Just hold your breath a minute and wait. Just relax and wait. It's going to come through. And then I pulled some of Diana's cards. Your fortune is coming. Somebody's telling you about your fortune. It's going to happen this winter. And the angels are blessing you. So it may look bad, but guess what? It's going to come out okay.
Yeah.
It may look bad at the start, but just wait a minute.
I decided I wanted to. Okay. I was going to say I decided to pull another card, and it literally, like, I got two, and it just was like. All right. I have 3 knights.
Wow.
That came out. The only one I didn't get was the Knight of Pentacles. But anyway, we start out with the Knight of Wands, right? This is going to the beat of your own drum, letting your hair down, being spontaneous. This is about being creative and being spontaneous in terms of, you know what? In this particular exact moment, I'm going to do what makes me happy, not necessarily what everyone else wants me to do or what I thought I was going to do, right? Which I just think is interesting. You got a lot of creative and then a lot of like sort of like communication kind of energy flowing here. We've got the King of Swords. The King of Swords is a truth seeker, someone who is very analytical, someone who is very logical, someone who like maps things out and plans things out. And I think that like this is sort of the energy that you're in currently, right? Trying to figure out the budget, trying to dot your I's and cross your T's. You're trying to balance the books. She just said that she's in debt because of medical bills. So it's like you're trying to balance the books, right? You've got the Knight of Swords coming out next, and this is going after what you want in a very streamlined way, right? Like you're very focused, you're very dedicated. And although we're not getting, I don't have any pentacles, which is, finances. I believe that this is telling me that you are going to figure out a way. No matter what, you are going to figure out a way to make this work for you, right? Mm-hmm. That you are working hard, you've got a budget in place, and, like one by one, you're sort of like crossing things off the list, if that makes sense. On the bottom of the deck, I've got the Ace of Wands. This is new ventures, new ideas, new beginnings, all kinds of creative pursuits, which I think is kind of neat because I sort of feel like there's things coming to you that you're like, oh, I could do this and maybe I could do that. Maybe I could pick up a part-time job. Maybe I could get a hobby going. Like you're thinking constantly. Just be careful not to overthink, right? Is what I want to say. Now, I had lots of cards, as I said, kind of flip out of this, okay? So the first card we have is Conundrum, and that's up in the air. And I think that that's how you're feeling, right? You just want to know that everything's going to be okay. And I think that's why you were getting this Knight of Wands telling you to not lose your joy in this situation, right? Like you're in debt. It's unfortunate. Many people are in that same position. You can't do any more than what you can do. So the best thing that you can do for yourself while you navigate those kinds of challenges is to try to keep your joy up, try to keep your vibration up. And to remember that like you're doing something. It's not like you're like, I'm not paying anything. You're trying to pay the bills. You're trying to make a budget. You're trying to stick to it. So you're making progress. That's an achievement. So don't forget to recognize that, as I guess what I'm trying to say. The next card that we've got is Bat, which is listen up. And the message on this card says you are working through soul patterns. So release any outdated beliefs that surface. So if there's something about this situation that triggers you in some way about, oh my God, I'm never going to pay this off. My children are going to have to carry this burden. If there's, you know what I mean? Like if there's something about this situation that is making you almost panic or tapping into like an experience from before or something that you've already been through, try really hard to remind yourself that this is now. It's not then. It's not that situation. This is different. Be accountable to the situation by taking ownership of it, but not in a blame way, right? Mm-hmm. And the last card that I got, which really sums up what I'm trying to say to you, is wisdom. Let your light shine. This is about, who you are, what kind of person you are, how you lead your life, how to navigate through a challenge. Don't forget that you have that. Mm-hmm. And so when it feels rough or when it feels like, oh my God, I can't do this, I'm sick of this burden, to tap into that inner wisdom and let that be your North Star, right? Mm-hmm. So, she says, thank you so very much for sharing this. Great perspective. Much love and gratitude always. Thank you, Denise. You're very welcome, and I hope that helps a bit. All right, Lizzie T and then Miss Vivian, and we are done. So Lizzie T says, Happy New Year and your brave successes. Will I get lots stronger this year? I am fighting being head on pillow. My husband made me brunch today.
Oh, nice.
Yes. We had pea meal bacon sandwiches, toasted
Mm-hmm.
with tomato, and of course I had to have cheese. I mean, because why the heck not? It was yummers. Pea meal bacon is not what it's what Americans call Canadian bacon.
Uh-huh.
Which, by the way, there is no such thing as Canadian bacon, but that's another story. So pea meal bacon is basically like pork,
Mm-hmm.
loin, I guess, and it's wrapped in cornmeal.
Hmm.
It's so good. Anyway, yummers. Ron says, now I need a nap. I wonder why. Oh, thank you, Mika. You're very kind to my friend. Appreciate that. It was delish, Emerald Buddha. Oh, and the cats are running. The cats are running. Do you want to go?
Yeah, I like this one. First, you've got to think about releasing your block and take a breather. In other words, give yourself a minute. Don't expect it to happen yesterday. And believe in your good luck. Watch for those good things to come your way. You're going to have things drop in your lap and you're not going to know where they come from. Don't question it. Just believe in it. It's yours. It's coming to you. And then I pulled a few of Diana's Oracle cards and I got the owl. You've got the wisdom that you need. You need to nurture yourself. And then you're going to be surprised because in the end, you're going to feel like Wonder Woman.
Oh, I love that.
I like that.
That's so good. Wonder Woman. I mean, who doesn't want to feel like Wonder Woman, right?
Yep.
All right, Lizzie, this is what I've got for you, love. So we start out with the Queen of Water, the Queen of Cups, right? This is about your loving, sort of nurturing side, your capabilities, the way that people sort of see you, right? This is about your give, how much of yourself that you give. It's about your heart, right? It's also about your connection to spirit.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not sure if you're working on like mediumship or something like that, but oftentimes they say that the Queen of Cups has psychic sort of tendencies.
Mm-hmm.
Next, we've got the Five of Cups. So the Five of Cups, I say, based on this picture, is the crying over spilt milk card. It's that type of energy. And when I say that, what I mean is this. So imagine that that's your best friend on the floor. She's had a really, really tough day and she's knocked the cups over. And you're the angel standing behind her. And you're like, please, please, just look up, look up, look up. Oh my God, just look up, look up. There's 2 cups still on the table.
Mm-hmm.
But because the person on the floor, your friend, is so distraught and so stressed and just like having a crap day or a crap time, can't sort of step back and look at the big picture and see all the other things around them, right? So this is the energy of it's time to take a step back and look at the big picture. Take yourself out of the moment. Usually we say put yourself in the moment. This is the moment where you need to pull yourself back and go, imagine you're a fly on the wall, that kind of thing, right? The last card we have is the Two of Earth. This is about your balance, right? This is trying to navigate what we're all trying to do, finding your equilibrium and resetting your scales back to the center, right? It's about prioritization. It's about, finding the perfect equation between work hard and play hard, right? On the bottom of the deck, you've got the renewal card, which is the judgment card in the traditional tarot. That's about your self-reflection. It's about gaining a new perspective and new understanding, right? Taking things and sort of flipping them around to gain a new sort of approach to things, right? If you will. To mimic what Cartomancy was saying, I've got meditate and contemplate, right? Getting quiet with yourself when you take that step back to look at the bigger picture is when things are going to be, oh, right. Yes, of course. I didn't see that, right? It's that kind of a thing. You've got courage coming out. I love this. Reminds me of that game that we all used to play, the Spirography or whatever the heck that game is.
Yep.
Sorry. I love these cards. I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. So if you have something that's holding you back, if you built blocks up to protect yourself, remember that you are a phenomenal being. And just one block being removed is going to make a massive difference.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Then we've got success.
There you go.
I know that there is no greater goal than to love, which brings us back to the Queen of Water, right? She's all about love. So tap into that love, count your blessings, right? Come from a place of gratitude and that understanding, invite the joy in, lift the vibration, and look at the bigger picture. That's what I got. Hope that helps. That's an awesome read, if I do say so myself.
Well, they've all been kind of good,
Absolutely.
A lot of people have good things coming this year.
They absolutely do. And can we just say for a moment before we get on to Vivian's, how nice it is to be delivering nice messages for everyone? Because I remember at the beginning of 2022, these weren't the kind of readings that we were getting.
Mm-mm.
So I'm thrilled.
Yep.
For everyone. All right. Miss Vivian is up on deck. Last reading of the day. What is going to be 2023 for me, especially in spiritual growth? Thanks. Miss Vivian. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out with us today. Thank you for being here. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up on your way in, on your way out. Show my friend Cartomancy Mesquite some love if you're not already subscribed to her channel. Her link is in the description box below the video. And I thank you very kindly for joining us. Tomorrow I'll be back at 3 p.m. Eastern Time with Ivana Intuitive for some Zodiac readings. Thank you so much, Lizzie. That's very kind of you, and I wish you many blessings, my dear. Thank you, Pierrette. Thank you, Lise. All right, Miss Vivian. Thank you, everybody. Oh, thank you, Cosmic Blue. You guys are all so kind. We appreciate you all so very much. All my cards just literally flipped over inside the deck. Beautiful.
Yeah, I like this too.
Go ahead, love.
Okay, first you need to think about cleansing. And I don't mean, cleaning your house. It's spiritual cleansing.
Yeah.
Then you've got divination, which means things are going to come to you. It's just going to be like a lot of aha moments.
Yeah.
It's going to make you a little bit emotional, but just trust in those feelings. And basically, it's going to show you your passion. By the time you're done, you're going to see what your passion is, and you're going to go for it.
I'm loving this. I don't know if I'm getting tired. It's like I can't shuffle the cards. I'm weak. I'm so weak from shuffling. All right. Talk amongst yourselves. Play some elevator music or something. Oh, all right. You gotta, it's like when spirit cooperates, it's very helpful. You know, when I say that I'm tired of shuffling and the card I pick up the deck and it flop. I appreciate the support, Spirit. Thank you so much. Kelly needs a break. All right. All right. So I pulled some oracle cards for you. So we start out with soulful appreciation. Okay. I love this card. You've got money on one side and the butterfly on the other of this little scale, right? This is heartfelt gratitude is what's on the bottom here. This is about balancing your material stuff and this and the stuff that you need versus the stuff that you want, right? Being grateful for all those little things, right? For all of the things. Next, we have service. I feel good when I can help others. I feel good when I can help others, which is super awesome. Now we have two really interesting cards that have come out. Okay. One is kangaroo, which is courage. You are being tested. So have faith and stand in your truth. So I'm not sure if you're questioning your growth or, you know, because we all do that. We all want to know, like, what gifts do I have? How do I, like, tweak them up? How do I make them better? How do I grow them, et cetera, et cetera? Or if it's more a question of you're afraid to own it because of what other people might think or say to you or about it. I think that's why this card has come out, right? Reminding you that you're being tested and that to stand true to who you are, right? Stand true to your power. Like don't falter, don't lean one way or the other. You stand true, right? The next card that we have is we've got secrets. So let the cat out of the bag. And again, I think this is speaking about the gifts, right? It's possible that you have not fully accepted that you have it, whatever the gift is that you have. Do you understand what I mean? I did that for months. I sat here and went, I don't know how this is happening. Isn't that funny? It's just such a coincidence. And then it was like, I mean, literally the chat was like yelling at me, like, you're a reader. And I'm like, okay, I'm a reader. And once I owned it, all of that went away. So what I'm saying is just own it. And if you can't shout it out loud, that's okay, right? Lots of other readers have had that experience. Maybe they were raised in religious households, for example, and their family isn't supportive. But you inside own it. Own it. Accept it. Okay. And the last card that I got is this card here, which is the sea turtle and its protection. And the question or the card reads, you are master of finding life's flow. Be in harmony with the rhythm and your path will unfold. Persevere and you will succeed. You have everything you need to be protected and happy. Isn't that awesome? So basically, own it. That's what it's saying. Own it. Just own it. Allow the path to sort of unfold in front of you instead of you trying to search for the right path. That's kind of what I'm vibing. So that was our last question, but I see that Spirit Beyond the Stars has popped in and said that she had to step away. I have to have the birds and the monarchs turn out. Will I be successful by adding more features to the habit? Can we throw just a couple of cards on this? Do you mind?
Sure.
Okay. Thank you very much, Vivian, for asking the question. Appreciate that. Spirit Beyond the Stars, how will my habitat for the birds and the monarchs turn out? Will I be successful by adding more features to the habitat for the wildlife.
I got that you're nurturing. It's helping elevate your situation. You're climbing those stairs to where you need to be. It's going to end up with a picnic for all the wildlife. And you are the snake charmer. You're charming the wildlife and bringing them to you. I would say, yeah, it's definitely going to be successful, and they're going to be loving it.
First card I got out was Archangel Raziel, which is wisdom, inspiration, and the Akashic Records, which is super interesting to me because I wonder if maybe this is something that you have done before, or something that you've been influenced by, something that you're being influenced because of something that you've done before, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when I show you the picture, you'll understand why I think it's so neat, because she's literally outside in this lovely sort of quiet, serene, sort of tranquil place, right in the water with the lovely banks and all the trees behind her.
Mm-hmm.
And all of those little glistening lights remind me of, like, the fireflies that sort of fly around. And I don't know why, but that's literally what I saw. So to the question that you asked, I think that this is like a knowing that you have inside you, that this is what I'm supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
And if you feel like this is what you're supposed to do, then go with your gut. Go with your instincts. Go with your intuition. Let that be your North Star, right? Like, we quite often forget that we have that little niggle in there, and it's meant to listen to.
Mm-hmm.
We've got this card here, which is narrow pathway. Okay. And what it says is tread thoughtfully. So to me, this is like not trying to get too far ahead of yourself, right? To, when you've probably had family members that do that, other people in your neighborhood that do this, right? They work like 80 hours a week, right? Just work. They never buy anything new. They never go anywhere. They never spend any money. And they're saving all of this money. For what? For that one day. You know what I mean? I think that this card is about investing in the now.
Mm-hmm.
And enjoying each moment, right? Taking a moment to stop and smell the flowers, that kind of thing, like being very sort of methodical about it. I think that this is interesting, and based on the fact that Spirit Beyond the Stars says from my deceased husband, so only you know what this means.
Mm-hmm.
We've got the card of regret. I know that I cannot change the past. Excuse me. So if there is something about the past that is influencing maybe some of your thoughts or decisions about what to do in terms of this habitat for the birds and the monarchs, I think you would do well to come to terms with that.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Which is why you've got that tread thoughtfully, like get in the now. You can't, nor should you, work to correct something that happened a long time ago. Right? You gotta stay in the present. And I think that if you do that, you've got receive, accept the gift. I mean, really, because it's a gift of forgiveness. It's a gift of a release, a gift of relieving yourself from a burden that you've been carrying, if that's what you're holding on to. And I don't know that, but that's what I've got. Right? It's the gift of being able to breathe. It's going to make me emotional. I know what that feels like. So thank you for asking the question, Spirit Beyond the Stars. Appreciate it. All right, my friends. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Thank you, Angela, for spending some extra time with us. Wasn't that fun? It was good.
Yeah.
Got anything else that you want to say?
No. I was up till 4 o'clock this morning with this crazy town. So there ain't much to say other than I need a nap.
Me too, my friend. Me too. Friends, thank you so much. Happy New Year to all of you. And I just want to say welcome to 2023, my friends. I look forward to spending the next 364 days with you all. So thank you very much for being here. Thank you for hanging out with us. Happy New Year. Be kind to yourselves, and we will see you when we see you next. And until then, we miss you. We miss you. We wish you many blessings. Mwah!
Mwah.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.